Introducing the all-new 2025 Tesla Model Y, a vehicle that has sparked quite a conversation. Often dubbed Juniper or Opal by enthusiasts online, these names have yet to be officially recognized by Tesla. Just unveiled a few days ago, this model is currently only available in markets served by Tesla's Shanghai factory, leaving much of the world in the dark about its design. As a result, the majority of feedback is emerging from the passionate Tesla community on social media, and their reactions have been nothing short of surprising. Instead of the usual admiration, many are expressing disappointment, describing the new Model Y as less than appealing. So, what's the story behind this unexpected response? Why does the new Model Y look like that? Is this actually a bad design? Today, we delve into the new Model Y. To be fair, our introduction to this vehicle didn't start on the best note. Instead of the sleek, polished press images that usually accompany a new car launch, our first look at the Model Y came from winter testing photos in China. These images quickly circulated on social media, and as noted by the automotive site Jalopnik, they didn't do the car any favors. Their bold headline, "Refreshed Tesla Model Y looks even wonkier in real life," captures the sentiment perfectly. The design does appear somewhat awkward, particularly with that flattened, pinched nose, which makes the passenger area look disproportionately bulbous, almost like the bizarre dome car that Homer Simpson created for his brother, leading to a business disaster. However, it's important to remember that the photos we've seen so far are often taken from either a great distance or up close with a wide-angle lens, both of which can distort the vehicle's proportions. Fortunately, Tesla's Asia-Pacific website has already been updated with images of the new Model Y, allowing us to see the car as the designers envisioned it. Even so, it still retains that peculiar look, influenced by several design elements. Changes in its front. Let's begin with the most noticeable alteration, the light bar. While it may be referred to as a light bar, it resembles more of a decorative feature. Tesla seems to have taken inspiration from the design elements of the Cybertruck and Cybercab for the Model Y, but the execution falls short. Unlike the Cyber vehicles, which boast a sleek, continuous light strip that spans the entire width, the Model Y's light bar appears disjointed. The reason for this discrepancy lies in the design of the Cybercab and Cybertruck, as well as other vehicles equipped with front light bars. In those cases, the light bar operates independently from the vehicle's functional lighting, primarily serving as a daytime running light, something that isn't even mandated in the US. Thus, it often serves an aesthetic purpose. In contrast, the Model Y integrates the turn signal into the light bar, with the two side sections functioning as blinkers. This design choice raises practical concerns. If the LEDs in the turn signal fail and require replacement, you would need to either replace the entire light bar or just the turn signal module. While segmenting the light bar into 3 parts makes sense for maintenance, it creates a physical separation between the light bar and the turn signal, which is less than ideal. Moreover, the slight misalignment between the light bar and the gap between the hood and fender accentuates this issue. Real-world images already suggest that these light bar gaps could become the new panel gaps, as any misalignment during manufacturing could result in an awkward, broken line across the front of the vehicle. Weirdness in Design 1. When we take a moment to reflect on the lighting design within the broader context of the Model Y, we uncover intriguing contrasts, especially when compared to the Cybertruck. The slender, sophisticated light bar accentuates the sleek, low-profile nature of the Cybertruck, creating a sense of streamlined elegance. This design choice enhances the vehicle's imposing presence, making it appear larger and more robust, which aligns perfectly with the Cybertruck's bold identity of being large and in charge. In contrast, the Model Y is a mid-size SUV, inherently designed to be balanced and not overly bulky. The light bar, while stylish, emphasizes this mid-size aspect rather than enhancing a sense of grandeur. This raises an important question. Is Tesla genuinely pioneering a bold new design language, or are they merely following trends? It's a poignant consideration, as the opportunity to redefine the aesthetic of electric vehicles seems to have been missed, with the Model Y resembling more of the conventional vehicles on the road rather than setting a new standard. The trend of slim headlights has become prominent among Chinese electric vehicles, exemplified by the BYD Seal, which features notably narrow lights reminiscent of the new Model 3. Interestingly, BYD was the pioneer in this design. Another contender, the Xpeng G6, showcases similarly slender headlights and stands as a formidable rival to the Model Y in the Chinese market. Then there's NIO, which has taken this trend to an extreme, with their latest models sporting incredibly narrow lights that are almost non-existent. While these Chinese brands may not utilize light bars, they are certainly not alone in this design choice. For instance, the Hyundai Elantra and Kona, as well as the Lucid Air, prominently feature light bars. Speaking of Lucid, their front lip design is noteworthy. If you thought Tesla was the first to introduce a light bar with the Cybertruck, think again. Just look at the 1994 Mercury Sable for a blast from the past. And we can't overlook Rivian, which stands out in the modern automotive scene for its distinctive headlight design. Whether or not you appreciate Rivian's lights, their uniqueness is undeniable. Anyone unfamiliar with the brand will surely be intrigued by its striking appearance. New Color Tesla has introduced an exciting new color for their latest Model Y, Glacier Blue. This shade is striking, yet it evokes a sense of familiarity that I couldn't quite identify at first. Eventually, I realized it reminded me of Rivian Blue. While the two colors differ, Tesla's version leans more towards a gray and desaturated tone, whereas Rivian incorporates a hint of green. There's a clear connection. Additionally, I noticed that BYD's Ice Blue shares a similar aesthetic. Interestingly, I also took a look at the Hyundai Santa Cruz recently, which features a soft blue-green hue. It seems that this color palette is definitely gaining popularity right now. Stranger back. Let's turn our attention to the back, where things take an even stranger turn. This isn't about camera angles, it's simply odd. The previous Model Y featured a long flowing curve around the rear window, but the new version opts for a sharp, squared-off angle in the same area. They've also introduced a new panel gap that aligns with the bottom of the window, transforming a smooth, continuous line into a more fragmented, chunkier look. Now, let's highlight something I genuinely appreciate. Nestled among the peculiarities, the rear light bar. This isn't your average light bar. It employs indirect lighting. Instead of the bulb glaring directly at us, it casts light down onto a reflective surface, creating a soft, ambient glow reminiscent of cove lighting. It's subtle and distinctive, and I wish this innovative touch had been incorporated throughout the new Model Y, but it appears only in this one spot. As we delve further into the unusual design choices, we notice that the back panel, which once housed the license plate, has been replaced with a flat, empty space. It brings to mind a pickup truck tailgate, but even those typically feature some design flair, except for the Cybertruck, of course. With the squared-off rear window and the large blank panel, one has to wonder, is Tesla attempting to give the Model Y a Cybertruck vibe? It feels too deliberate to be coincidental, yet it's undeniably a strange decision. I can sense the echoes of past opinions reaching me from across time and space as I express this. It's all about efficiency, my friend. The appearance of the car is irrelevant. What truly matters is that it must be simpler for robots to manufacture. There are a few significant issues at play here. First, it's clear that many consumers are unlikely to purchase a car that they find visually unappealing. Second, there's a more complex concern. If Tesla truly adopted a "we do what we want" mentality, disregarding customer preferences, then why did they retain the turn signal stock? The company has been on a mission to eliminate any components they consider superfluous, having already removed the stock from the Model 3. Yet, with the all-new Model Y, they seem to have backtracked. This situation encapsulates the essence of the Model Y. It doesn't feel genuinely new. Instead, it appears to straddle the line between the 2020 Tesla aesthetic and the upcoming cyber era. While it incorporates features from both, it ultimately lacks the bold, innovative spirit that has defined Tesla's reputation. The result is a somewhat disjointed vehicle that feels like a patchwork of new Tesla elements grafted onto an older design. In contrast, the new Model 3 represents a nearly flawless evolution of its predecessor, while the Model Y seems like a missed opportunity, an incomplete step toward what could have been a remarkable vehicle. Subscribe to our channel to watch more videos like this.